During the aftermath of that dark time when I felt so unexpectedly abandoned and overwhelmed with my responsibility of parenting alone and providing for alone the 4 children and soon to be 5 children that God had blessed me with. There were times of just feeling overwhelmed and not knowing where the next step was to take. About 2.5 years ago, when I was a couple months pregnant with my 5th child, my husband left our family, my then husband, the father of my children. I felt like a bomb had gone off in our lives, and I was left with the darkness of the aftermath, the brokenness, the mess that it left for me and my children. So it's just such a privilege to share how the Lord has been my champion, my provider, my protector, my heavenly husband through this time. And one of the ways He's poured His faithfulness and love out to me through this church family. My Connect group, Ruth and Naomi, when I had big decisions to make that greatly affected my future, my children's future, I was able to come and share with them the brokenness of our reality, and they faithfully prayed for us and also helped celebrate my 5th child and gave me a shower, and I think I used the diapers that they provided with me for the whole first year of his birth. They also threw a back-to-school party for my children where they provided them with clothing and with back-to-school items. So one of my fears as a single mom is that my children, I have 4 boys and 1 little girl, and that they will miss the opportunity to have godly men in their lives. But this church has provided them role models, and God has graciously provided my dad to come and be a steadfast source of love and nurture and example in their life. It was through my Connect group, through coming and hearing Pastor Jeff and Pastor Sam teach, through being involved in Wednesday nights and in other church family opportunities like Upward Basketball, that I stayed encouraged in the Lord, and I was able to experience the body of Christ being the hands and feet of Jesus in my life because I showed up. There are still days where the responsibility and the privilege of being a single mom and sole provider for my 5 children does get overwhelming, but I found in desperately clinging to the Lord, His grace is always sufficient. So in times of darkness and confusion, as well as in times of plateaus and even in mountaintops, I think I've learned how important it is to stay desperately dependent on Jesus, to stay connected with Him through prayer, through time in His Word, and through staying connected to the body of Christ at church.